Please, I can't sleep.
It's time to listen to Courtney at last on the Ramblings of an Insomniac podcast.
Hello, welcome to episode 94 of the Ramblings of an Insomniac. Hello. Many greetings, good tidings, all of the things. So keeping me up. What are the things that are keeping me restless and not able to sleep? What are the things that are keeping me tossing and turning at night? I'm scared shitless. I am pretty freaked out by the alarming amount of drug lords and people from Venezuela and Mexico and Russia and Africa, just all these different countries that are not good people with criminal backgrounds, people that are part of the cartel, people that have killed other people that make no qualms, don't flinch at all by needlessly murdering someone or killing a child or using that child or minor person to use them for sex. These people don't flinch, don't bat an eye at harming children or people at all. They're coming into our country with drugs. They're coming into our country with no good intent whatsoever. And they are coming at a rate of, 9,000 per day, not per month, not per year, per day. I don't know how many visitors Disneyland gets. 9,000 people per day. And then we have sanctuary cities trying to claim that they don't want them. We don't have room. We don't want them. And then we also at the same time have people trying to build shelters and take our tax money and give these people cell phones and the right to vote and the right to drive and the right to buy a house, give them houses, give them food, give them free everything on our dime. Sure, just be like Oprah. You get a car, you get a house, you get good insurance. You get good insurance. You get free insurance. You get a free car. You get a free cell phone. You get free food. All on the people that are working. And why? Because we fucking put up with it. Because we're allowing it. Because we have not stood up and said, screw you. Fuck you. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Hillary Clinton. Fuck Obama. Fuck some of the Republicans. Fuck the government that does not put us first. Any freaking political figure that is sitting back, riding on our coattails, knowingly putting fentanyl in this country, knowingly putting our children's safety at risk, the Americans' safety at risk, knowingly doing this and sleeping in their cushy plush beds in their gigantic mansions, riding around in their helicopters and yachts, all while telling us how the environment is going to shit and how we need to be told that we have no choice but to drive around electric cars, and that our Ford and Chevy and all of that companies have to now start making electric vehicles. Have to. Because somehow that's better. Somehow that's better than gas. Somehow kids in China, people in China making these batteries, putting out the fumes that these factories that they make these batteries. And then those factories are putting out massive pollution, not to mention the fact you have to bury those batteries, every 10 years? I think they only last 10 years. Even if they last 20 years, you have to bury them. Where the fuck are they all going to go? And those chemicals, the lithium, that has to be mined. Where are those chemicals going to go when you bury them? But somehow we're being forced to have EVPs because, hey, that's good for the environment while you fly around on your private jet. I'm not telling you anything new. I'm telling you the same thing that a million people have told you. A million people have said. We all know this. I'm preaching to the choir. We all know it. But these politicians seem to think, hey, this is 1000% okay as long as we still get to live in our mansions, drive our Bentleys, and live high on the hog, live our plush life. They don't give a shit. What kind of human are you when you know that there are children dying and being abused and being used for sex, and you don't give a shit? Not only do you not care, you're promoting it. Not only are you promoting it, you sit there and open up our borders and say, come on in. Every illegal immigrant that has a prison background, that has a background of drugs, cartel, of being probably a terrorist, more than likely, and you just welcome them with open arms. And then tell us to sit down and shut the fuck up and not complain about it. Because if you do, there'll be hell to pay. Look what happens to anybody that speaks up. They get canceled. They get censored. They get killed. They disappear. Their lives get ruined if, God forbid, they fucking say something. No one listens to my podcast. Hardly anybody does. I appreciate the people that do. Oh my God, I appreciate you. I am not trying to, I very, very, very much appreciate everybody listening. I just meant that I'm no Russell Brand. I'm no Joe Rogan. I'm no Ben Shapiro. I'm, no morbid podcast. So people don't really listen to me enough that people don't give a shit. TikTok doesn't care. Big companies, big people don't give a crap about what I say because they're not listening, is what I'm meaning. They're not listening to me. I'm not big enough for anyone to really give a shit about what I say. So therefore, I kind of just say whatever, although I'm not going to lie to you. I would say whatever regardless. Candace Owens is amazing, so I'm not trying to compare myself to her because she is far more educated and well-spoken than I am. Candace, I have nothing on Candace. She is, like I said, far more well-spoken and educated than I am, but I just mean that her and I say how we feel. We're not going to be bullied. We're not going to allow people to bully us, to kick us, to make us take a back seat to their ideals. We will speak up. We are not afraid. But I'm getting scared. Not getting, I am scared. I am worried. How the hell are there people out there that aren't? How are you not concerned? If you're not concerned, why? How? How are you sleeping? I mean, I don't want to be a doomsday person. I don't want to sit here and live in fear. But unfortunately, there comes a time. This country has had wars. We have had times where we had to finally go, enough is enough. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not taking this anymore. This is not okay. I'm standing up and I'm taking over, and I'm going to fight for what I feel is right. We've done that. We've done that many times, and now we need to do it again. And you know what? We ended up coming out great on the other side. Unfortunately, people die from war. Unfortunately, mothers, fathers, sisters, uncles, aunts, friends lose their loved ones. And that is absolutely terrible and not okay. And it shouldn't come to that. It should not come to fighting for what we believe in, for fighting what we want. But it just might. It just might have to come to that. And that scares me. Seeing the people coming across the border armed with, Venezuela, nothing good can come from Venezuelans coming over with drugs and guns. Nothing good can come from anybody from any country, no matter where, that are okay with giving fentanyl out and with selling our children. This is a big deal. This is a very, very, very big deal. And it scares me. And the fact that governors like Gavin are tootling around, just whistling a happy tune, pretending that everything's A-okay and his state is just peachy fucking keen. See, even my dog's protesting. Even my dog says, whoa, this is enough. If you were in a sanctuary city, you sit there and deal with your crap. And don't arm yourself and don't lock your doors. You better not lock your doors. You better not put up a fence. You better not put up a security system. You better not put bars on your windows. Keep your door wide the fuck open, wide open. Don't just shut your door and keep it unlocked. No. That's not good enough. Don't shut your windows, but keep your windows unlocked. No. Open those windows. Open your door. Keep it open. And then you allow those immigrants to stay in your home. I don't know, like 3 per bedroom that you have. Maybe you should have to take in 3 illegal immigrants. Per every bedroom that you have, you should have to take in 3 illegal immigrants. And you have to clothe them, and you have to feed them, and you have to pay for insurance out of your pocket, out of your own pocket. It's like you have 3 children. It's like you have 3 minors under the age of 18. Welcome, it's a bouncing baby illegal immigrant. Welcome, it's a bouncing baby illegal fucking immigrant that you get to take care of. Congratulations. Yay! I'm not taking care of your kids. I didn't ask for your kids. I didn't ask. By kids, I'm not actually speaking about kids. I feel horrible for the children that are being drugged into this. And how dare people? What the fuck is wrong with you to use children as pawns? What has to be going on in your brain? You're a sadistic motherfucker if you feel that these children can be used as pawns. What is wrong with you when you can knowingly give fentanyl, lace other drugs? Drugs are not good, but lace things with fentanyl, knowing what that can do. In your heart, you're like, I'm going to kill these people. I don't fucking care if I kill these people because I get money. These politicians are worse than the drug lords, worse than the sex trafficking motherfuckers, because they are in it for the money. They know it's happening, and they're in a position that they can do something about it, and they're not. That's why they're worse. They're worse because they are in a position to not allow this. They are in a position to do something about it, to protect us and the children, and they're not. That's what makes them worse. They're doing nothing about it. They're allowing it. They're promoting it. They're closing their eyes while they're drinking their champagne, eating their caviar from their fucking yacht that they flew in on their helicopter. I'm not knocking people with money. If you've earned it, if you've earned your money, go you. That's amazing. But don't sit there and take away from hardworking people that get up every fucking day and drag their ass to work when they have a lot of shit going on. And the last thing they want to do is go work at a job that pays them nothing to turn around and hand 95% of it to the government and illegal fucking immigrants. I'm going to be cussing a lot. So just know that right now. I'm going to be cussing a lot. I don't get it, man. I don't. I mean, I get it. I hear it. I see it. I understand what's going on. It just breaks my heart that it's happening. How did this happen so fast? I still am not over the fact that my mother and other people's mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, friend, cousin, neighbor, whatever, that they had to be kept from them. And that person had to die alone and scared. Dying alone and scared because of our government. We were kept away from our family and friends while they needed us the most because of our government. Our government made people have to say goodbye to their loved ones via computer, via FaceTime, through a window. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you goddamn motherfucking kidding me? I'm sorry. I know I'm cussing a lot. I understand that it's probably hard to listen to, but I am someone that had to deal with that. And I told you, I have a lot of PTSD from the fact that my mom, when she was able to use the phone, when she could still use the phone, when she could still dial my number, would call me scared shitless, scared to death, begging and begging and begging for me to come save her. Asking why I wasn't there, asking why she was alone, telling me she didn't want to die alone and I couldn't do anything. I told you there were several times I marched my ass into that nursing facility and said that I wasn't going anywhere and they were going to have to call the cops. I've called several radio stations. I've called several media stations to try to get the word out. I did this podcast to try to get the word out. But this government doesn't care. They don't care about our children. They don't care about the elderly. They don't care about anybody but their pockets. Anything but their pockets. Again, none of this is new. And it doesn't matter what country you're from. Your country's leader doesn't care about you. I don't care what country you're from. Your country's leader does not care about you. I don't care how you run your country, whether it is a dictatorship, whether it is socialist, whether it is a parliament, no matter what the fuck it is, no matter what country you live in, your leader of your country, leaders of your country, the people that are in charge of your country do not care about you. You're no different than America. Your country and its leaders are no different than the American government. They are all in it for themselves. That is why there are countries out there fighting in wars, fighting against their government. It is always going to be us versus their government. And I don't know why, because the government is supposed to work for us. We fucking trusted these assholes. Well, if you're allowed to elect, like here in America, we're allowed to elect these people. And why do we keep electing them over and over when they are clearly not doing their job? It's our fault. We allow it. I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't want to live in a gloom and doom. I want to be positive. I want to be happy. I don't want to walk around with my head in the sand, but I also don't want to sit here and be bummed out every moment. I want to be happy while I'm alive. I don't want to die miserable and scared. And, you know, I fear for my grandchildren. What the hell kind of world are they going to have? I mean, think about this. We're trying to make our future ignorant, meaning we have people graduating high school right now. We have people that are going into high school right now. We have people that are going into junior high right now that are eventually going to be helping to run this country in some capacity or having a say in how this country is ran. And what are we doing? We're promoting ignorance. We're promoting ignorance and hate. We are promoting getting one side, not going out and doing our due diligence and gathering facts. We're not promoting gathering facts and researching. No. We're not promoting listening to others. No. We're promoting narcissism. That's fun. That's a great thing. And laziness. Narcissism with a little touch of laziness. That's a great combo. Oh, and then you sprinkle in some entitled crap. Little entitledness, little narcissism, some lazy. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds like a great brew. Sounds like a perfect concoction for disaster, but somehow we're just eating it up by the spoonfuls, though. We're just gobbling that shit up. Yum. Narcissism, entitled, lazy, victim mentality. Good stuff. Wash it down with some fentanyl. That's good. Yeah. These are just amazing things. Screw being polite. Screw being respectful. Nah. Screw working hard. Screw morals and ethics. Blah. Who needs them? Who needs morals? Who needs ethics? Apparently not America. Apparently not Canada. Apparently not Australia. Apparently not the UK. Apparently not China or Russia. Apparently not Germany, France. We're just not Mexico. No, not Venezuela. No, we don't. The world does not need good people. We need everybody souped up on drugs, selling our children, living out in the streets, just running around, looting. Yeah, sounds like a good thing for our future. Just hand that over to our kids. Here you go, kids. This is our country. This is our world now. Here you go. Merry Christmas. Oh, am I allowed to say Merry Christmas? Happy Hanukkah? I don't know. That's racist. You're a racist, homophobic, bigot piece of shit and should die because you said Merry Christmas. I don't know. Anyway, that's what's keeping me up, our border. And the fact that, like I said, the people that are welcoming this better keep their windows and their doors wide the fuck open and let all of them camp out on their property in their homes, and they better buy them any damn thing they need with their own fucking money. And you better not have guns to protect yourself from these people or any type of weapons. Just talk to them. If they start to kill you, just, reason with the terrorist, reason with a murderer, reason with a drug dealer, reason with someone that sex traffics children. I'm sure they can be reasoned with. I'm sure if you talk nicely to them and hand them a granola bar, all will be well in the world. Rainbows will come shooting out their asses. And they will suddenly go, oh, if someone would have just talked to me before, I would have never, ever become a piece of shit. Now, that can be true. That's what counseling's for, right? You can, there are people that are maybe on the verge of being a piece of crap and they go to counseling and they get their shit worked out. There's a lot of people that very much respond to being talked to and reasoned with. But the drug cartel from Venezuela and stuff is not, they're not going to be that group. It's not your target group. I'm all about trying to talk. I'm all about communication. I'm all about reasoning. But you can't do that with a bunch of fucking drug lords, with a bunch of terrorists, with a bunch of people that think it's okay to sell children. You're not going to be able to have a little kumbaya moment holding hands and braiding each other's fucking hair. That's just not going to happen. Let's come back into reality, shall we? So what are we going to do? We need to, unfortunately, go to war. We just do. We need to stop talking and we need to take action. America, I don't want to say America, that's redundant, but America is spiraling out of control and it's not fair. It's not okay. It's sad and it's keeping me up. How are you doing, Canada? What's going on, Canada? I have a lot of listeners from Canada. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on your country? What are your thoughts on America? On China? What are your thoughts about the world, I should say, as a whole right now? UK, what about you? Thoughts? Thoughts on your country? Thoughts on America, the world? Anybody listening? What are your thoughts? What is keeping you up? What things are preventing you from sleeping? What does your country have going on? I don't know. I say we ship all of our illegal immigrants into Canada since they also love this and tell us what pieces of crap we are for how dare we build a border? How dare we build a wall? Okay, well, then we'll just ship everybody to you, right? And again, I'm not saying all Canadians. I love myself some Canadians. I have nothing against Canada as a whole because there are many, many people in Canada that are wonderful, amazing people. I have a lot of listeners from Canada. I just don't like the policies in Canada. I don't like the way their country is ran either. Don't like the way Australia and the UK are ran. Have nothing against everybody from the UK. Have nothing against people from Australia. Have everything against the way that their country is ran. I'm sure the people from Australia and the UK and Canada are lovely, amazing people, especially if they're listening to my podcast. That makes you extra amazing. I'm just saying I don't like the way that your countries are ran, just like I don't like the way my own country is being run. I don't speak good English. I don't have good grammar. I'm an American. I'm uneducated, remember? We're illiterate. We're a bunch of illiterate fat fucks over here. So it's not my fault. I'm a victim. I'm a victim of being an uneducated, lazy, obese, entitled American, Where's my check? Where is my free shit? I don't know. It's a world. It's a crazy freaking world. I'm hoping to God we just wake up and this has all been a big, gigantic nightmare. And we can brush ourselves off and be like, wow, that was crazy. Whew. Glad that was a trip. Glad that wasn't real. Whew. Unfortunately, it's real. It's happening and it's scary and it's keeping me up. So here I am again. I find myself on my porch, my sanctuary, my go-to place of being calm and trying to calm myself down. sitting on my porch that I'm grateful to have, and trying to reach out to my listeners that I'm grateful to have, because you guys put up with me. You tune in every time I put out a podcast, and I love you for it. Thank you, friend. Much obliged. Much appreciated. You are wonderful people and clearly intelligent if you're listening to me, right? Just kidding. But I do appreciate you. And I'm hoping that the rest of your day, afternoon, evening, well, I guess day kind of encompasses a 24-hour period, right? I hope the rest of your day goes well. And thank you so much for listening to episode 94 of the Ramblings of an Insomniac. I'm Courtney Perry. Until next time.